one of the most deprived areas of Europe. And that, I think, was worthy, worthwhile, and achieved.
Okay.
You've then got the soft legacy and people who are going to be employed, vocation training. We do have 1 million unemployed young people. I just want to bring a really sharp focus to this, and I welcome business in the community's efforts.
Yes.
But I believe that it should be national. It should engage, motivate, and inspire every young person. And those are the ones who've actually played the game by becoming employable. We've got 400,000 not in education, employment and training, and those who don't want to go to school. So I'm sorry, I look at it in the round. We've really got to do a serious job to match. Look, those who are delivering the games need to be matched with
We've got loads of emails. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for our viewers in Africa and Europe. Thank you very much. We'll start close to home. Andrew in Reading. Let's get real. We're spending millions on securities when young people, like Jeff has just said, are out of work. 553 million on security. That's double the original budget. Thank you very much as well, Tessa. Is it the Tessa Sanderson, is it? Tessa is, oh, well, no, they were talking about Tessa Jowell, who was on before. Tessa is not in the real world. How can normal people afford £250 for tickets? That is expensive. We had the Shadow Sports Minister, Tessa Jowell, on earlier. I mean, Will, it kind of must be a bit depressing for you to hear all this negative feedback. This is your first Olympics, isn't it?
Second.
Second, whoops. Second Olympics. You just look so young.
I know.
You baby.
Baby face.
Baby face.
Sport for you.
Yes, exactly. You must be really a bit sort of depressed by all this negativity.
I don't think so. It doesn't really get me down. My job's to hit balls over a table, and you know, it does sort of disappoint me because I'm proud to be from Great Britain, and I'm really proud from my heart. You know, I represent the country, and that's why I train so much to do the public proud.
Did you get a lot of financial support in your sport?
Not really. I just, you know, I do from UK sport and from things like this, but I do it because I love the game. Not because I get money from it, because I love to do it for my people, you know, the great British people. You know, you want to win medals to inspire others. You know, who's to say, you know, a little disabled boy or a person who thinks they can never achieve something in life could watch me on the TV and think, actually, you know, he's inspired me. I can maybe do something.
Okay, but what is your disability?
Arthrogryphosis, like a type of arthritis.
Okay, so
Don't worry, well, I've got osteoarthritis.
That's right.
There was too much to
sign him up. Sign him up.
I could well become a Paralympian. I need a new hip, so we'll talk.
Okay,
the scouts are out somewhere.
Okay,
that's what I think. You know, what an inspirational story, and we could have really used stories like this. Sport and achieving is so connected, and this is a great opportunity to strike at the youth and young people, to inspire them. Listen to his story. Has stories like this come out to help to inspire people? Sport and business and success is so interconnected. Great opportunity there, which has been lost.
Okay, well, we've got Diane Abbott. I'm delighted to say we've got Diane Abbott, Labour MP for Hackney and Stoke Newington, on the phone now. Diane, are you excited about the Olympics?
Well, I am. It's going to be a huge media event, and I'm sure we'll all get very excited when it happens. But I am worried about how few jobs for local people it's produced.
Yeah, so it's coming back to this sort of employment. I mean, you know, we've got Jane here who's working with businesses, but realistically, Diane, how much jobs are going to be made from the Olympics?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
How many jobs are going to be made via the Olympics because of the Olympics?
Well, so far, 44,000 people have been employed by the Olympics. Of those 44,000, about 8,000 come from the 5 Olympic boroughs: Waltham Forest, Tower Hamlets, Newham, Hackney and Greenwich, which I think is pretty low. But obviously there'll be thousands more as it gets nearer.
Okay. I mean, it's quite difficult to hear you, but we'll continue just quickly for now. One point that you want to raise with you is that 2 of the major sponsors are sort of, well, let's start with Coca-Cola and McDonald's. You know, they are huge sponsors for the Olympics, but they are obviously connected with fast food and unhealthy drinking. Are you concerned about that at all?
I think it's very regrettable that McDonald's and Coca-Cola are big sponsors, because these are meant to be the healthy Olympics, and fast food, fizzy drinks are very unhealthy.
Okay. Well, listen, Dan, we'll have to leave it there. Unfortunately, not because we don't want to hear more from you, but the line is a little bit bad. But thank you for taking the time. Diane?
Yeah?
Are you going? Have you got your tickets?
No, I haven't got any tickets, I'm afraid. Are you going?
No freebies?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness! Are you going to spend some of your own money to go?
Oh, well, you know, you had to put in for a ballot to get tickets. And I did put in for the ballot, and it would have been my own money, but I didn't win.
Oh my goodness! You need to speak to your mate Andrew Neil. He's connected. Okay, thank you very much, Diane. Take care. Oh my goodness! If like top MPs can't get tickets. What about the rest of us?
Don't forget the government bought tickets.
Yes.
So there's an irony in itself.
Yes.
The government spent £1 million on tickets for the opening and closing ceremonies, which is why I think they have slightly exposed themselves to criticism
Yes.
when the Prime Minister announces £41 million to improve the opening and closing ceremonies.
Yes.
I think there is a disconnection of policy, and I think it could have been communicated far better or spun far better.
Yeah.
Because there is a real issue to be
Maybe the
answered.
coalition MPs, maybe they've got all the cash. Jane, I mean, seriously, you know, 44,000 jobs so far have been made because of the Olympics. That's still created, sorry, I should say. That's still really small, isn't it?
It is so far, but I think there's going to be thousands more around the Games, as far as I understand it. And I think what you've got to look at, and what we're interested in, is the next 25 years. There's a 25-year plan laid out already for what's going to happen to the park and the immediate surround. That's where the real job and the sustainable job opportunity is going to be, and the sustainable opportunities for business. That's where we're interested.
But is that just focused in London?
The jobs will be in London, but the business opportunities will spread nationally.
Got speakers are northerner now. I completely contradict my East End roots. We do have that. I fully support the notion that the employable numbers will go up. That's what happens when you lead into a major games. And we have to realise that the biggest employable workforce, the volunteers who will not be paid, will be the biggest, I believe, potential workforce that should be engaging that wider 1 million unemployed. And that's where I feel that the Olympic volunteer programme needs to be linked to the current and recent government announcement of having that £1 billion contract with young people. Okay. We need to make things local and national, because our international inspiration programme has achieved all its targets.
Okay.
I think you cannot, in a global community, deliver internationally in Africa and America or all the other countries, but not deliver it nationally and locally.
Okay. Well, see, Ingrid, you know, are you being hardball? Shouldn't you be thinking about the long-term future of these young people who may never volunteer for Olympics again?
You know, I'm not saying that the future might be bright, the future might be rosy. I'm just talking about what's happening here and now. It's not that far away, and there is zero excitement. I have a 10-year-old child who is very much into sport, and I said to him before today's show, I said, darling, how do you feel about the Olympics? And he said, Mummy, I couldn't care less. And I phoned her, and nobody cares. So that's a PR job. They have failed.
Okay, well, you disagree. Tell her, let her come back.
It's like a cocoon.
Well, let her come back.
You care about the people working with
Well,
it.
let her come back. Why do you disagree?
You've failed in your communication. You have. in
Well,
terms of getting the
sorry, I
message
don't
out.
represent the Olympics for a start.
Right.
I'm talking personally. I think an awful lot of people are very excited about the Olympics, and I can understand there's a lot of people feeling very negative. A lot of people sitting there saying, "Well, what's in it for me? What's in it for you is what you make it. It's coming, it's happening, and it's what you make it."
Yes, you come back. Robert from Germany says, I don't think the Olympics affect anything. Health is a personal choice. Thank you very much. Keep them coming in. Sorry.
The Games were pledged and given on the basis that it would be different. It would be different to meet the challenges of the society and the world in which we live. At this moment in time, there are young people who are here and now. We've already forgotten this summer. It was only 2 weeks after a year announcing the hosting of these games, the countdown beginning, that we had quite unbelievable riots, that it shook me back into action, because I hadn't believed just how angry youth culture had become.
Okay.
We also had the chief demissions from all over the world in London at that time.
But then you've got positive people like Will who are flying the banner, who may, like you've said, inspire people. You know, are you under pressure to do really well, Will? You're world number 2, but you know, are you under pressure from the sport to win because of the bigger picture of what you're representing?
I don't think so. I think I've just got to a table and a bat and a ball. You know, that's all no one's.
Wait till
no
you
one.
start.
I've played under. I know. I've played under huge
Absolutely.
pressure before. Beijing, the home of table tennis. You know, so. But you know, I just want to do everyone proud. I want to do my parents proud.
Surely, part of the PR campaign for the government should be connecting with the ordinary folk. It's like a cocoon. The only people who are excited about it, you know, don't disrespect, the people who are working with it. If you're not working with it, you don't care about it because you don't really know what's going on.
So if you
There's been a really bad
I've been to a
PR
running club.
campaign.
Everybody in my running club's excited about the Olympics.
Because they're part of it, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm talking
well, they're
about...
not. No, they're not part of it. They are
But they're active
ordinary.
enthusiasts.
Yeah, well, but
It's part of their lives.
They're interested in sport and they're excited about sport
Right,
and they're
I'm talking
excited
about those young
about
people
man
who
on the
aren't
street.
interested in
The
sport.
man on the street.
They've never had an opportunity of sport for them. They were the ones who were on the streets this summer. We had an assistant chief commissioner asking parents to take their children, not young people, children, because they thought it was adventure. They were called and termed recreational rioters, and that's why I felt we needed to take them off the streets, give them somewhere to go and something to do. Table tennis, a youth club participation activity. Other kids who want to play table tennis, come off the streets and play.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
available.
Yeah, we've got an email.
But,
Sorry,
even,
one
but
second.
to not affecting the children in the schools, that's outrageous.
We've got a
That's
tweet.
nuts.
We've got a tweet here from Darren saying, Jeff, it's great to see a legend like Jeff still encouraging young people to get involved with sports. Great show, keep it up. We've got Victoria from East London who says, I really hope we don't have a huge debt on our hands. Can we ask Jane about the business involvement? I want to be proud of Britain. I look forward to the African nations visiting our country. In terms of business, are we going to see people who make the profits, are they going to be all shapes and colours? Realistically?
In terms of what we're doing, yes, and that's the only thing I can control is the programme that we're running.
So
which
give
is
us an African business that you are working with.
I don't think I can give you an example at the moment because we've only just launched. So we'll be announcing all of the companies we're working with in January.
Okay.
So I can't.
Is there
give
a
you
Caribbean business? There must one.
There's not a. There's. I don't think there is a business that's specifically Caribbean, but there's certainly businesses who are working with people from all backgrounds, which would include Caribbean.
Okay, sorry. So Will, because I think we're saying goodbye to you in a minute before we have the break. How is your training going?
Going very good. We're going to be well prepared for London.
Look, who are your main competitors?
China.
China. So just quickly give us a run through of your average day. You get up at what time?
We start training at 9 o'clock, 9 to 12:30, 3 to 6, and we have usually a gym session in between, so a lot of training.
And how are you coping with the hordes of girl fans and stuff that are going to be knocking on your door when you...
Taking my stride. I'm learning.
So if you need his autograph, go through us. Thank you very much, Cecile. So to be honest, good luck to Will. But I know it sounds selfish, but I'm not excited about the Olympics. I agree with Ingrid. However, I love sports, and maybe I'll turn around as the months progress. Keep emailing us. Keep calling us. 0207 819 6460. Goodbye to you, Will. Good luck. Stay with us after the break. We'll be discussing the all-important legacy. See you in a minute. Welcome back. You're watching Real Talk. We're debating the London 2012 Olympics. Will it deliver? Before I go any further, happy birthday to my brother Everton. Okay, I know he's watching. Anyway, right. We'd like to hear your opinions. This is how you get in contact with us. Have you bought your tickets? Are you a torchbearer? Are you interested? Or are you completely nonplussed about London 2012? Here's how you get in contact with us. You can call us 0207 819 6460. Cheap as chips. Email us realtalk@otv.co.uk. Tweet us at OTV or send us a message on Facebook. What will be the legacy for the next generation? Will we have loads of redundant centres, or will there be loads of jobs? And there's 16 days left to sign up to the e-petition calling the legacy debate, recommending free access to sports for the youth. That's all come from you, Jeff Thompson, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I think we need to understand we've been bidding and hosting major games for the last 20 years. Birmingham bid for the 92 Olympics. We then had Manchester bid for 96, failed, then 2000. Then we had a bit of a gap, and everyone said London had to be the place. In that time, we hosted the Commonwealth Games.
In Manchester.
And that showed in the north that we could achieve not only facilities, sporting achievement and success, and if that's the right Darren, he'll understand. He came from those Moss Side streets when they were very dangerous, and he ended up on the rostrum with the help of a Linford Christie and a Colin Jackson, where we as sportsmen and women represented the Youth Charter.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, the legacy of 2002 has seen a 9-year legacy effort, and that's what the Youth Charter Manifesto is about. We've just continued doing our work. It is not as glamorous. There is a need to deliver a games, but we need to deliver a legacy equivalent that is youth, that is social, that is human, that is community, that is diverse for everybody.
Okay, well, it's talking about youth. We've been joined by Chris Adjupon, who's, how old are you, 16?
17.
17. So you're part of the youth. You're a local lad from Newham?
Newham, yes.
You excited about the Olympics?
Very excited. It gives us something to look forward to. There's a lot of prospects as well as, getting involved with it as well. It enables us, to get doing something and, to get involved in things. And yeah.
Okay. Have you bought tickets?
No, unfortunately, the price ranges.
Can you afford them?
I don't think so. But
Can you earn one?
yes, well, there are different avenues that you could go to. So you can apply to be a volunteer, which my school have done as well, and so
you may go.
Yes, I
All
may.
right. Well, let me introduce you, Ingrid Marsh, radio broadcaster. Not a big fan of the Olympics.
But isn't that horrific? I mean, a young youth, sporty, is paid for top football teams, and might only possibly go, and he's excited about it. That's outrageous. Something has gone wrong. It should be. It's like it's for the rich, isn't it? It's not accessible to the day.
But Tessa Joel talked about the Olympic Park. I think there's a massive opportunity being missed in
What,
really.
watching the big screen?
No, I'm a realist.
cinema?
No, I decided to be. No, I'm a
Watch it
realist.
on
I won't be
telly.
going to the games. I'd made a decision that if the youth on the streets that I represented couldn't go, I wasn't going. And I said to my sons, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you want to go, it's your choice. But what I'm saying is, the Olympic Park, and in the communities that won't be able to get to those games, there can be that Olympic spirit.
Watching it on a big screen for a tenner
Because
be a replacement to watching it
but
live.
we're used to having major events now, and it's becoming part of our culture.
Would you be
that we
happy
have
watching it on a
events.
big screen for 10 quid as
think
opposed
what
to
it is,
being there watching it?
I think what it is it's kind of getting us together, uniting us as
Well,
one.
it's a good question. I'm going to bring in Jane as well. Jane Pritchard is working with businesses, the legacy of businesses for the Olympics. But it's a good point Ingrid's made. Would you be happy to pay the 10 quid to go down to a venue and watch the Olympics on screen?
I think, what it is.
Yes or no?
Yes, I would. Yeah, it's that whole atmosphere.
As opposed to sitting in your own sitting room.
No, but it's the atmosphere, being with your friends, just joining, what we're supporting.
Jane's smiling. You're part of a running club, although you are working with social enterprises,
Yes.
businesses.
Yeah.
Before we talk about that, do you think, Chris has got it right? Young people do want to do like a Tim Henman on Mount Hill at Wimbledon? They want to watch the big screen?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Wimbledon's a really good example. Not everybody can get into Wimbledon, but people go. When I was a kid, I used to queue up from 7:30 in the morning till midday to get in and half the time you didn't know if you were going to get into centre court. You just waited all day, and then you could get in later as people came out.
We do tennis every year, don't we? Often we do the Olympics. It's hardly comparable.
We've just had a tweet from Jonas in Africa. He says, why is it not live in all parks for free around the UK? Why just in London?
There are live
They
sites
will,
all
the
over
Cultural
the UK.
Olympiad. I was about to say, the Cultural Olympiad will be doing that. What is not happening, we are not engaging with the traditional communities that surfaced this summer, in which have no interest in what these games will represent.
Okay.
We committed to engaging, motivating and inspiring them, and there is a way of joining this up so it really does meet the social and human challenges that would justify the expenditure that we're making.
Okay, well, we've got an Olympian. She's yet to become Olympian. She's going to be in the Olympics next year. Natasha Jonas. Hello, Natasha.
Hiya.
You are,
okay?
Okay, you're a European. You're currently European gold medalist champion. Yes.
European Union, yes, and I've got a bronze in the European.
Oh, okay. So but you're a female boxer. Am I right? Is it the first time that female boxers are going to will be in the Olympics?
It is, yes, for 2012. So it's massive for our sport.
Wow.
Natasha,
hopefully
have you still got to wear a skirt? Natasha, are you still expected to wear a skirt or shorts?
There is talk of it. The decision hasn't been made as of yet. Hopefully we don't have to, and we won't be made to do anything. But if it's a rule, it's a rule, and we have to all abide by the rules.
Oh my
What's your choice? What's your choice? What's your preference?
My preference is to wear shorts. I mean, some girls do like to wear the skirts, I don't know, but I just feel uncomfortable in them, so I think it should be an option more
Good on
rather
you.
than someone
Okay,
making you have to.
Good on you.
Let's move off
Let's
the
move
shorts.
the shorts.
But, I think, you look good either way. I'm sure you will. You're a great sportswoman. That's all that counts. Are you excited about 2012? I'm
obviously over the moon to have it, and have such a big national, worldwide competition in England and in the UK is massive for every athlete.
Okay, how many people have bought tickets from your family and friends?
I've got a huge family. Not many of them have managed to get tickets, to be honest. A couple of friends have managed to get them, and one or two family members. But yeah, that was just luck of the draw, I think.
Tasha, 1 second. Sorry, Ingrid.
So was cost an issue for them going, Natasha?
Sorry?
Was cost an issue?
Sorry, this phone breaks up.
Oh, was it? Could they afford to go, or was money an issue?
I mean, obviously, if you get to the Olympics, money's not going to be an issue for your family because they just want to see you there and doing well and possibly making history. So it wasn't more the money thing that was the issue. It was just being selected to get the ticket.
Yes, tell me something though, Natasha. You've been hearing all throughout the programme. We've got an email just now dropped in from Germany. People don't seem to be excited, particularly here in this country, about the Olympics. What do you feel about that?
I don't know what to say, really. I mean, obviously, because I've got the chance to be involved, it's massive for me, and I'm excited, and everyone that I'm around within the GB squad is excited. But I don't know. I would have thought everyone was all over the moon, I suppose. The majority of the people that I'm around are over the moon.
I mean, when you hear people like Ingrid saying, you know what, it's a waste of money, it's a waste of time, £553 million spent on security, £41 million this week added to the opening and closing ceremonies. Do you see her point?
Definitely. I mean, it's the biggest sports show in the world. The tourism that we'll get, the publicity that we'll get is just going to be, and hopefully it all runs well. All the test events have gone well, so hopefully it'll do well and bring people visiting Britain again.
I hope we do well. I hope it is successful. When it was first announced,